15 Tips for Effective Presentations. A successful presentation requires good presentation skills and effective presentation techniques. Here we provide you with 15 presentation tips for effective presentations. Whether you are an experienced presenter, or just starting out, there should be ideas here to help you improve your presentation skills. The most important thing to keep in mind is a healthy combination of the tips listed below. Here are 15 tips for killer presentations. Tip 1. Maintain eye contact while presenting and smile. In order to give each of your listeners the feeling of being important and to make them feel personally addressed, it is particularly important to maintain eye contact with the audience during the presentation. Not only does this exude confidence, but it also helps your audience to connect with you and your subject. It also helps you feel less nervous. Find someone in the audience who seems to be genuinely interested in the topic and is listening attentively. For example, your lecturer. Make eye contact with this person at the beginning of the presentation. Once you start feeling more calm and confident, let your gaze drift over the audience to address the other listeners as well. Keep returning your gaze to the initial person to stay calm throughout the whole presentation. Another alternative is to find a fixed point in the room, preferably on the wall behind the audience, which you fix at the beginning of the presentation. Similar to the first example, after you have achieved confidence, you can let your gaze wander over the audience and return to the previously selected fixed point again and again. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the floor. Don't just look at your index cards. Don't just look at the laptop. Tip 2. Use of gestures and facial expressions. To emphasize the content of your presentation, it is advisable to use appropriate gestures and body language to get your message across. Avoid crossed arms, hands behind your back, or in your pockets during a presentation. Always stand up straight, and try not to appear tense or stressed. You can do that by using your hands and arms to emphasize what you are saying and get your message across. Your facial expressions should always be friendly and open. Smile and show that you enjoy the topic and you are confident in the information you are presenting. Tip 3. Avoid distractions. Often you will not be able to avoid the use of aids. For example, you may need to use a laser pointer to show something on the screen, or you may need to use a pen to write something down on a flip chart. To avoid distractions for you and the audience, get into the habit of putting down tools you don't need. That way you will not be tempted to deal with them in the first place. You will also have your hands free for gestures. Tip 4. Be prepared. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect, right? If you prepare well before the presentation, you will feel more relaxed and confident while presenting, and it will also improve your body language. Here are some ways to help you prepare for a presentation. Rehearse in front of a crowd. Take notes, experiment, time yourself, record yourself. Tip 5. Be confident. By appearing self-confident, you convey to the listener that you are confident in your topic and have prepared yourself sufficiently. Try to relax and not appear too stressed or nervous. Another tip for advanced speakers: step out in front of the podium and walk around the room and get closer to the audience. This also exudes self-confidence and helps in attracting your audience's attention. Good presentation skills can help you in captivating your audience straight away. In order to do that, you should start your presentation with a bang. Many studies show that if you can capture someone's interest straight away, there's a good chance they'll listen to the rest of the presentation. Shock the audience, ask them to imagine something or think of a what-if situation, share a personal story, share a joke, use a quote, or a video. You should also give an overview of the time and structure of your presentation. This outline should run through your presentation so that you can always assign the individual contents to an outline point. It is also helpful for your audience to have the outline displayed in a slimmed-down form during the whole presentation. How you end the presentation is as important as how you start it. A weak ending will leave the audience uninspired, but a good ending will motivate them and help them walk away on a positive note. For example, include a call to action, end the presentation with a memorable quote, or a personal story, and don't forget to thank and acknowledge the audience. Asood Leadership and Management Consultants. Like, share and subscribe.